thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Hey, what's up guys? It's me, it's Captain Cody. I wanted to make a video today on the best settings for Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. I've got a normal PC, nothing crazy, no crazy specs to it or anything, but I solo stream. So when I was streaming previously to these settings here, I was getting around 80 to 100, maybe 110 best days scenario while streaming, and then off stream when I was playing, I was getting around 100 to 120 frames, which is okay. I prefer a little more performance. I do have a 2070 Super. It's not a bad graphics card, but it's not top of the line anymore like it used to be. So today what we're going to do is we're going to dive right in and we're going to go ahead and talk about these settings. Feel free to copy them. Let me know what you think. Let me know if they work for you. And if they do, please drop a like and subscribe. All right, guys. So the first step is obviously bringing up the menu. So we're going to go into that in the graphic settings here. And this is going to be my preferences. You guys can let me know if it works for you and if it doesn't, so on and so forth. I run full screen borderless because I have multiple monitors. I have three, actually. I have one for Discord and Spotify. I have one for my OBS over here, and then I have one for my primary monitor for gaming on. So the first one's going to be full screen borderless for me. If you're only using one monitor, or if you're on a TV, you could just do windowed. It does lower your VRAM, which is great on the stress for your PC. So back into borderless where I'm at here. This is my monitor, my graphics card, etc. We're going to go ahead and go down to the next little bit here. So now we have display gamma. So if you're on a monitor, you're going to want to run 2.2. If you're on a TV, you're going to run 2.4. That's pretty much all there is to that. So going on down, I like to have my mouse, because of the fact that I have more than one monitor, I have my mouse constraint window off, so I can go anywhere I want when I need to, as long as my mouse is available. NVIDIA Reflex low latency, I have it on. You could do on and boost if you want, but on seems to work great for me. Here we have eco mode preset. I run custom. Each of these kind of explain what's going on with them. Custom seems to work the best out of the ones I've tried to do. And then VSync gameplay. If you are experiencing screen tearing, which as you can see right here is what this is. It's where the screen slightly slides a little bit, but the rest of it doesn't, versus the normal situation. Now it would be very hard to notice if you're not paying great attention to it. But if you do notice it, turn it on. It's just part of it. I keep it off because I don't have an issue with it. All right, on the custom frame rate, guys. A lot of people will run unlimited if they have the resources and they don't really care about wear and tear on their processing and their GPU and all that stuff. I run 60 when I'm not in game and 60 on out of focus, just because at the end of the day when I'm streaming, the only stream process that you guys are going to get is 60 frames as of current time now. And then when I'm playing, I just have it max. I could set this based off my refresh of my monitor, which I think is like 150 or 164, 165. Either way, you can just set it wherever you want. You can have it unlimited. That's your own real preference there. And then we're going to go ahead and move over to quality. All right, guys. So in quality, I use graphics presets, custom. Now this here is going to be based off your graphics card and your system. I run NVIDIA DLSS. Seems to work great with me. If you have a higher power processing unit, you can run Intel, which means you can increase the settings I'll show you later. And then if you're running AMDs, you're going to run these down here. If you're running the graphics cards I have, which is a 2070 Super or just a normal graphics card, you could probably just run the DLSS NVIDIA and it will do you fine. Now, VRAM scale target. This is important for people who are streaming as well. I mean, it's important in general. I don't want more than 80% of my VRAM to be utilized for Call of Duty, just because I want the rest of it to be used, since I am on a single PC for my OBS, etc. Any other processing I have, they can utilize that. If you're not streaming or anything, you can push this up to 90 and it'll get you more performance out of your system. But I keep it at 80 and it seems to work well with me. Now these settings are my preferences. I wouldn't go to very low on text resolution unless you had to. Low looks good still, and it saves you a ton of VRAM, as you can see, going from low to normal, how it goes from 2.39 to 3.14, which 3.14 is still good, don't get me wrong. But obviously I'm running low, trying to get more frame rate, so you guys could do the same. Depth of field, also off, low. All right, particle resolution, this is important. Everyone's like, oh, it looks so much better. It looks so much better. Very low is important, especially if you're playing competitively, if you're playing ranked, if you're trying to win at all costs. Yeah, it looks great having it on high and having all this up here, but it's gonna cause screen noise is what I call it. So basically, if there's a person hiding behind this here, it's harder to see versus someone hiding right here. Bull impact on, off, low, off, normal. And this here you can put on low if you want. I just leave it on normal. It seems to be fine for my streaming. Shadow quality. I like low because it gives you a little bit of detail. Very low, it just looks like a block or a shadow. So if there's a person and there's a shadow casting on it, very low, it's really hard to tell what it is. Low, you can tell it's a person. Normal's fine as well, but low seems to be just good enough for me, and it gives me more frame rate in those situations. Low, off, off, low, off, low, low, and then you definitely want to make sure that these are off, guys. These will tear your system up, and not really. They'll just add extra stress. As you can see, the water looks real, looks better here, and then the lower quality, but you can see through this better. You're gonna have less distortion, etc. So just make sure you follow these settings if you're looking for the competitive play rate. Now, if you're looking for more visuals, then this is not the video for you. So on this one here, so field of view, I run 120 just because I'm so close to my monitor, I can see everything. When I travel, I do have a gaming laptop that I bring with me, and I run 105 on it. It's a lot smaller of a monitor. I'm further back from it. So I definitely recommend setting that to your preference. I wouldn't go under 105 just because you're going to want to have that competitive edge to be able to see. As you can see, this is the setting that you would be at. Default is 80. 100's fine, and then 120, you can see so much more. ADS field of view affected, wide, 90, wide. Make sure these are off. This isn't new information. This information's old, so make sure these are off. Field engrainment off. Least, third person, game perspective, and then off. So that's pretty much it for the actual graphics itself. Now we're going to go into some more specific stuff to, well, this is still Modern Warfare 3, but it's also going to be specific to Warzone specific too. So, interface. We're going to come down to color customization. And this can be whatever preferences you want. I like my character to be green. I want my team that's not my friends and not in my party directly to be blue. My party, I like them to be light blue. So if I do look in the minimap and I see, like if I'm playing with one of my friends and they're in my Discord with me, I can look at the minimap like, oh, okay, I know this person's beside me. So I kind of know their gameplay, their style. I know if they've got my back versus a random that I may not know, may not be able to, predict the way they're going to play. Enemy, everyone should run pink. Pink is the best one. I ran red for a while, and then I ran into red walls, red this, red that. There's nothing on the game that's pink except for the enemy when you set them this way. All right, moving down. This is specific here. You want to do filter 2. This isn't new information. This is old back information back from whenever we first transitioned from Warzone to Warzone 2. Same filter option here. Both world intensity needs to be no less than 90. I run 100. I think it looks great. Makes the colors pop, make them look vibrant. Same thing here. So that's pretty much it for the settings, guys. So now we're going to transition over to a game, and I'm just going to kind of show you what it looks like. Alright guys, now we're in the game, so we're going to just kind of show you frame rates. I'm getting around 150. This is while I am streaming, which is nice. The game still looks okay. You can definitely tell it's not as great as it could be. But as far as the look, the color, it looks really good. Everything seems to run well. You see how it's pink there? It was really easy to see. Super simple. Anywho, I appreciate you guys dropping in. Thanks.